Make sure to like and subscribe if ClownXiao is bad. So this video will probably act as my last video for the entire drama and tie all the loose ends of this situation together. So this video will basically be individually categorized into different segments. Now the first bit on ClownXiao is basically how me and Def Dolly, yes, the actual Def Dolly, basically spoke as of recently and clarified how ClownXiao was essentially not her, but instead ClownXiao impersonated her using the Torly U account and an account called Dolly Is Here. If you don't know, basically she operated these accounts to impersonate her for clout if you didn't watch my previous video on ClownXiao. Anyway, I basically received new allegations on how allegedly ClownXiao admitted to scamming and beaming people's accounts and was bragging about how much he got from it, while also getting information on how ClownXiao operated multiple, like tons of alternate accounts, including one called George, in which showed Torly U's, also known as ClownXiao's alternate account, basically scamming even more people and getting a large sum of Robux off of it. More screenshots also emerged of ClownXiao being extremely weird to people, which is nothing new because if you see my previous videos, they're extremely unhinged. And I also got more information from Def Dolly herself that ClownXiao engaged in an argument with her on YouTube, and that eventually led to a heated Discord exchange where allegedly ClownXiao doxed her. Also, I received archive screenshots from 2021 where even RebootedPoppy, who's ClownXiao's friend, allegedly stated that the Dolly Is Here account that ClownXiao ran was even fake, just adding more validity to the entire situation. And still to this day, regarding all the drama and controversy that has arisen, ClownXiao has not made any videos apologizing or addressing anything, and is just continuing to scam his own audience. He even made a video recently saying he will leave the platform, and that would honestly do all of us a favor, to be fair. But instead, jokes around with it and then slams a link to Island's scam channel, which leads to scam surveys. So he is essentially scamming her own audience with not a care in the world, but it seems like she's been scamming people for years back. So there seems like there's a pattern here and they never really cared about it in the first place. Now moving on to UwuCuteSingle, she seems to have removed all her videos promoting the gambling site called Schlep and made an apology stating, so let's talk about the gambling situation the last time. I'm not going to make any excuses why I did it because there are no excuses for it. I'm disappointed in myself and I'm an idiot for promoting illegal sites to kids. After the steak stream with him and PatGod, they changed me. I deleted all the videos with an ad of this site, and I promise I will not do this again. I made a huge mistake and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm ashamed of myself, I'm disappointed in myself. And the video that I created before and called it an apology is dumb. I only thought about the views and it was a disgusting act. The most ridiculous apology. I'm really sorry if I offended her or disappointed anyone with all of this. I promise to be better and I will be better. Thank you. Now, it's good and all that she took accountability for the situation and admitted that promoting gambling to kids is literally illegal, and even finally admitted that her apology was disingenuous and the tag spam in the description of the video was deliberately put in there to garner the video views. However, it's pretty odd how this, self-admitted false apology still remains on the channel to this day. And also it's odd how she blatantly negates to mention the fact that her and her friends all collectively slandered me by calling me a pedophile, as well as her using religion and animal abuse videos for attention, and even pretended that her cat died. It would be better if she collectively addresses all of these points and strays away from making problematic content like this or statements, but I'm very sure she won't. Anyway, recently she made a video similar to ClownXiao's, stating how she will quit all of her socials and that she's permanently leaving Roblox. Obviously this is probably fake, however the pinned comment, as you can see, states she needs help. Now one glance at this comment, you'll probably shrug it off. However, it's ambiguous enough to make me wonder if this actually has some validity behind it. Because rewind 2 weeks ago and Ringhead stated how UwuCuteSingle allegedly had an attempt and is struggling through bad mental health. And knowing the amount of pushback she's received recently, which is comparable to the amount that Lisa has received, I think there might be some validity behind this. However, unlike ClownXiao, this better not be some ruse where she pretends like she's fighting bad mental health and then abuse the support and leniency of her fanbase, which might be the case in this situation. Now, regarding a YouTuber called RebootedPoppy, she made a toxic gossip train apology video in response to the serious allegations brought up to her, which wasn't very mature. However, eventually admitted fault for all of her mistakes and seemed to have actually apologized. Well, as of recently, more info came out regarding her statements with ClownXiao in the past, who ran the fake Dolly account. And when I brought them up to her in a Discord group chat, she proceeded to get a little heated, claiming the screenshots were 3 years old, the despite the fact that there were only 2, and then acting like time would invalidate the situation when it doesn't. This situation quickly escalated when I asked if she had anything to do with ClownXiao beaming accounts, as ClownXiao mentioned in a leaked screenshot. However, Poppy seemed to think I misinterpreted the situation and was getting pretty heated. Then out of nowhere, she lies claiming I faked my death for attention, which is literally slander, and then her friend Sunny jumps in claiming they could strike my channel for lies. Oddly enough though, they couldn't bring up where exactly I lied, because I didn't. That's pretty strange, right guys? And then I said full striking is literally against YouTube terms of service, and this wasn't even the first time that Poppy had threatened me with a full strike to silence criticism. Then Poppy claimed she could start a defamation court case against me because I apparently defamed her. Oh, you mean the time I said you sent NSFW in a YouTuber server full of minors? Oh, but oddly enough, you seem to admit it was true in your apology video, and then proceeded to apologize for it. I don't exactly think that is defamation if you admitted to what you did. But if you want to go to court, I cannot wait to see you in Judge Judy's courtroom over some Roblox drama. And it was funny to see some people just debunking what they were saying regarding it was defamation. I mean, the word defamation nowadays just seems to be a word anyone throws loosely around to try and damage someone else's point of validity without actually even trying to refute their point whatsoever. I was originally going to intend this video to talk about how I thought Poppy had changed, however now it's pretty clear she hasn't, and she's still the same person as she was before. Of course, this goes all without saying, this video is not intended to harass, bully, or insult anyone mentioned in this video. This video is instead just made as an educational and insightful video into the entire situation and drama as a whole, and update everyone about what has happened currently. Also, if you haven't caught up with the entire drama, make sure to watch my previous videos on the situation, as it will educate you a lot further. And Poppy, if you're watching this video, because I know you are, if you strike my video falsely, I hope you know the legal consequences of your actions and the repercussions YouTube can take on your channel for violating their terms of service. Also, I have no idea why Poppy decided to get so extremely aggressive in DMs, it's almost laughable. Anyway, hopefully everyone mentioned in this video can eventually change and grow to be a better person. And hopefully ClownXiao actually takes accountability like UwuCuteSingle and RebootedPoppy partially did, instead of doing consistently horrible and terrible things and consistently getting away with it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. The diss track is currently being worked on. It'll probably be out in 3 weeks if everything goes okay. Keep in mind this is the first time I've done a diss track. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new and if ClownXiao is cringe. And also, I'd just like to clarify, this is probably my last video on UwuCuteSingle, ClownXiao, or RebootedPoppy unless they make a video or post response to any of my previous videos. Also, I'd like to clarify, I have a lot more large documentary videos coming out, so definitely stay tuned for that and subscribe if you're excited and hyped to see them. Goodbye.